Good morning, everyone. You are watching the YouTube station identification, one of New Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. Here in the basement. No, it's not MTV's remote control game show. And my name is not Ken Ober. My name is Eric Lima, and you're watching WEML-TV, Channel 77, Episode 95. Ladies and gentlemen, I decided that I'm changing the wrestling roundups. I'm going to call it the WEML TV Event Center. That's right. I review the biggest events, wrestling events in the WWE happening this week, and and this will be the 22nd edition of, because I did the others under the Roundup name, and I'm going to be changing the titles on all of them. It'll be a lot of work to do on this channel, but work nonetheless. That's right. And today, happy first day of spring, everybody! Spring is here, and it's already it's going to be already in the 50s. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen. What's going to happen in the spring-like weather? A lot of stuff going on, and 1 year anniversary since we've all been quarantined, ladies and gentlemen, and where everything was shut down because of the coronavirus situation. I still think that. I still think it's all a ploy to get Trump out of office, but I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. I'm not a big fan of politics. The social political culture is stupid nowadays because they want to cancel everything of the past. And you know what? I'm sick of it. So I'm not. That's why I hate politics so much. Politics suck. Society sucks because it ruins my vibe. You know what I mean? If anybody doesn't like it, guess what? That's how I feel about y'all. Y'all a bunch of turkeys out there. Y'all a bunch of turkeys. Turkeys, I tell you. Turkeys. That's right. Turkey's a funnier word than monkey. So instead of saying son of a biscuit monkey, I'm going to say son of a biscuit turkey. And y'all a bunch of son of biscuit turkeys. Y'all a bunch of turkeys. Biscuit turkeys. Turkey biscuits. Biscuit turkeys! Ah! Somebody slap me in the face and call me Shirley. Okay. Anyways. I'm having too much fun here. Anyways, I think it's what happens when you have a day off and you're in a good mood and spring is here. And you're sick and tired of the negative crap going on in the world today. Listen, I am sick of it. And that's why I decided to choose not to talk about family drama. I choose not to talk about drama among my friends online. I decided to bring you all the fun. And if you people can't stand it, guess what? Take a hike ski. Go that way. Don't come back. And you want to troll? If you want to troll on my channel just because your day is miserable, guess what? Do something and smile for once. Go and smile, people. God loves you, man. Don't come at me. If you're having a horrible day, don't take your anger out on me. If I'm having a horrible day, say, tough day, but I'll be all right. That's my attitude. I'm having a tough day, but it'll get better. People give you encouragement. It's going to get better. Well, anyways. I figured, why not, right? Oh boy, 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 oh boy. 2 words. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get the raw. This is the WWE Event Center 22. The wrestling recap of Raw. That's what I say in my description. The wrestling recap of the week of March the 15th to March the 19th. And I talked a little bit about my friend Michael Bombardier, one of the new co-hosts of the Rant and Rave podcast. Michael Bombardier did a little recap on this, but I want to do it my version here on this channel. If you want to check it out, please do so. Bobby Lashley, we found out at WrestleMania, Lashley McIntyre for the title. Heck of a matchup that's going to be. 2 gentlemen who worked hard for over a decade to get to be WWE champion. Right now, Lashley is the current champion. And then The Miz and Morrison. These 2 idiots don't know when to quit, do they? You can't stand with their freaking egos. is that their egos cannot let go of it, especially Miz's ego. Like I said, the Miz is a love child, Fire Marshal Bill and Mr. Ed. Let me tell you. But the show's pretty funny, Miz and Mrs. And I would say, a couple of my favorite parts is when the Miz. My favorite scene, I think one of the episodes. My favorite episode is when the Miz tries to find out the sex of his second child, which is obviously a daughter in the end. But anyways, he was trying. Because Maurice says he's not going to reveal anything to him until a gender reveal party. So I remember, Miz is trying, grab. Miz had the envelope with the results in it, and he tried to check it out. And Maurice's niece or cousin caught him, and she doesn't speak English. She speaks French, right? And she caught the Miz, and Miz says, "Don't say anything. They give me some cash." I'm like, "What?" And Miz says, "Here you go." I was like, "There you go. How you bribe a kid and shut him up with money?" She's like, "What money? You want me to shut up? Want me not to say anything?" Money. So Miz puts the whole thing back, and he's like, "Oh." And then, and I remember at the when the party's about to start, before the party was starting, Miz grabbed one of the poppers because it reveals the color of pink for a girl, blue for a boy. So Dolph Ziggler and the Miz were like trying to, Miz like, "You open it." No. Ziggler like, "You open it." All of a sudden, when Miz opened it up, it thing hit him in the nutsack, hit him in the nats. I was like, and then the little gold, it was gold. I'm like, gold, and it says, "Got you, Mike." It's like Maurice knew that Miz was snooping around. I'm like, you got outsmarted by your beautiful wife. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. Oh man, oh man, that crazy. That show's gonna be back on April 12th, I believe. It's gonna be very interesting. So, anyways, Miz wants the title again, and then Drew McIntyre interrupts Miz and Morrison. And then fights happen. Bobby Lashley attacks Drew McIntyre. Miz attacks Drew McIntyre. Sheamus attacks Lashley. And so Sheamus was interviewed by Sarah Schreiber. Sheamus says he wants to be the champion and all this good stuff. Drew McIntyre went one-on-one with The Miz. McIntyre got his revenge for losing the title to The Miz. Bad Bunny was arrived at the Thunderdome hanging out with Damian Priest. Braun Strowman heads to the ring. Strowman calls out Shane McMahon. What the heck is Shane McMahon thinking? I said this on the Rant and Rave podcast this past Thursday night. What in the world is Shane McMahon thinking? What is this, him and Big Show 2001 all over again? I'm surprised Shane McMahon didn't mock Strowman going, "Which way did he go? Which way did he go?" It's like, Braun. What are you doing, Shane McMahon, like I said, Thursday night, Rant and Rave podcast, that Shane McMahon, out of all the members of the McMahon family, he is the craziest. I mean, he leaps off things that are 50 feet high. He takes on the Big Show. And I'm like, what? And he flies around the ring, elbow smashes Braun Strowman to a table. I'm like, last week, and then this week, Strowman wants a match against Shane McMahon. Tomorrow night, that match is happening at Backlash. FastLane. I'm like, is Shane McMahon crazy? Shane McMahon is the craziest McMahon I've ever, People thought, the old man, a lot of people nowadays think, the old man Vince McMahon's out of touch. Not Shane McMahon. Hey, he's been out of touch with his mind a long time ago. Man, that guy is nuts. Got to give it up to Shane, though. He has a mean sneaker game, let me tell you. And so Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke and Lana and Naomi were talking about their matchup, and they talked to R-Truth. R-Truth was celebrating 316 Day, which is the next day, on Monday night, next day. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler arrived to watch the match between Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Lana and Naomi, which Rose and Brooke, the sexy muscle friends, as Asuka calls them, picks up the victory. But speaking of Asuka, she came back, and then Baszler goes after her. Asuka kicked her. So New Day and Riddle talk about their title matches, and then the Hurt Business versus the New Day, and the New Day wins the match after a great battle. The New Day are now the 11th time tag team champions, and everybody's saying, "Oh, we're sick and tired of the New Day wearing the belts." The New Day is one of the most entertaining tag teams ever, and then they bring a lot to the tag team scene as well. So you're talking about entertainment as its finest, and then that's the New Day for you. And Kofi's right. Taking out, blame your other teams for not putting in the effort and keeping the belts or winning, beating the New Day. But AJ Styles interrupts the New Day, along with Omos, and now this tag match is set. AJ Styles and Omos will take on the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. Omos will make his in-ring debut at WrestleMania. This ought to be fun. I want to see what this guy can do. As far as the Shane McMahon-Strowman situation, I got a hunch that Dabba-Kato is going to play a huge role. Because remember, when Braun Strowman came in and beat Dabba-Kato, it seems like it ruined Raw Underground. That could be the reason why Shane McMahon's going after Braun Strowman. We haven't seen Raw Underground in quite a while. I wonder if Braun Strowman's involvement in that may have something to do. We'll find out tomorrow night on FastLane. See what's going on there. Which I'll make on my next episode, my PTW Wrestling Forecast for FastLane. Going to make my picks and predictions on that. Now that I have Peacock TV Premium at $250 a month as a special. Thank you, Peacock TV. So Priest and Bad Bunny confront Miz and Morrison, and then R-Truth came after that to confront. But R-Truth was wearing all the Stone Cold gear, and he made a negotiated deal where Bad Bunny says, "I respect the business, I respect you. I'll tell you what, you give me all this, I'll give you the 24/7 title." So R-Truth is now a 50-time 24/7 champion without having to pin anybody. But now, R-Truth will have to continue running around being targeted. Be a lot of fun there. Bad Bunny arrived at the Thunderdome, and then Damian Priest with him. And then Damian Priest went one-on-one with Jackson Riker. Damian Priest won the match. John Morrison did show up. And then the Miz decided to blindside Bad Bunny in the back with the guitar. Miz, you don't know what you did. After Damian Priest is ticked off, and I am sure, I have a hunch that this might lead to a WrestleMania matchup of some kind. Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Could be. We'll find out what goes on tonight at Fastlane. Not tonight, no. That's tomorrow night. What am I thinking? Oh, I need a vacation. I'll talk a little bit about that coming up. I forgot to write the results of the... So, Shire Schreiber interviewed Lashley and MVP. They were determined, and Lashley was determined to show Sheamus why he is the WWE champion, why he is the Almighty. And then Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman was a no contest because Strowman and Shane McMahon fought before the bell and then retaliates with a TV camera and then crashed him through a table. And then Shane pours green slime, 2 buckets of green slime paint on Braun Strowman. It's just bad enough you want to really tick off the guy by making fun of his intelligence. And here you are putting green slime like a freaking Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, for goodness sakes. Something's going to happen to Shane McMahon tomorrow night on Fastlane. And if I were Vince, Stephanie, Linda, and even his brother-in-law Triple H, I better be wearing... All I know is somebody call Shane's mama, in this case Linda McMahon. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But Shane McMahon better have an ace up his sleeve if he has a chance against Braun Strowman. And then another promo for Rhea Ripley coming to Monday Night Raw. Come to find out via Twitter that this coming Monday Night on Raw, Rhea Ripley will make her Raw debut. I'm excited about what the Mosh Pit Kid brings to the table. She's a former NXT Women's Champ and NXT UK Women's Champ. She's the first ever NXT UK Women's Champ. So it'll be great to see. Will she be the one to challenge Asuka at WrestleMania? Interesting thought. Got a lot of possibilities there. Possibilities. Alexa's Playground. Alexa Bliss cut a promo on Randy Orton. You think Shane McMahon's crazy? Alexa Bliss is out there. I'm praying for freaking Ryan Cabrera in this case. Engaged to the young lady, I was like, sometimes I ask myself, how does Ryan sleep at night with her? I was like, how does Ryan Cabrera sleep at night knowing that her mind's been warped into the Fiend? It's crazy. I'm like, Ryan, how? You know what I mean? And it gets crazier. She's challenged Randy Orton to a match. Randy Orton! Are you seriously freaking kidding me with this? And it's going to happen tomorrow night at Fastlane. We all know who's going to win that one. But there is always a plan. with Alexa Bliss. You don't know what's going on for her psychotic mind. Do you think the Fiend is at work? I guess so. You're going to do anything for the Fiend, even if it means fighting Randy Orton. Alexa, best of luck to you, girl. Hope you win. But I'll talk a little bit more about FastLane. FastLane. Bah! What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, what a week. What a week. I need a vacation, a little bit more on that. Asuka went one-on-one with Shayna Baszler, and Asuka beat Shayna Baszler. And that was a lot of fun. So that was a lot of fun match. And Asuka's got this new killer instinct. I'm like, this is the Asuka that we all remember from NXT. I think they're trying to bring that back, which will be totally awesome. Recap of Molly Holly being inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame. She's going to be inducted this year. Congratulations to Molly Holly. Worked very hard. Mustafa Ali is trying to get some pep talk into Retribution. Mustafa. I know Michael Bombardier wants to pronounce it Mustafa. No, it's Mustafa. If you were interviewing Ali, he would prefer to be called Mustafa, not Mustafa. Okay, Mustafa Ali went one-on-one with Riddle. Riddle retains the championship. So I'm sure him and the New Day are partying with scooters. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Randy Orton. Orton says, I accepted the challenge, obviously. Did McIntyre cut a promo on Lashley and Sheamus, saying after he gets done with Sheamus at FastLane, Lashley's next. Lashley arrives to the ring. Sheamus arrives to the ring. These two guys fought, and then Lashley wins the matchup. And at the end of Raw, this past Monday night, McIntyre claymores Lashley's. Message sent, message delivered. Finn Balor. Okay, we'll go 2 days. St. Patty's Day. NXT kicks off, obviously, with the man from Bray Whitlaw County, Ireland. That would be Mr. Finn Balor. And talking about his NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver that is coming up. It's a 2-night event. The first night will be on USA Network. The other one exclusively for Peacock Television. Can't wait to watch that. Karrion Kross and Scarlett did interrupt Finn Balor, but then Scarlett had this weird idea that both men will be champions. How can that be? Then that brings Lorcan and Birch, and then all of a sudden, Lorcan and Birch, hey, we'll put our tag titles against you two clowns. Regal made the matchup. Dexter Lumis went one-on-one with Austin Theory, but before Austin Theory went out there, he talked to the Garganos via video. And then and then during the matchup, Lumis tried to be friends with Austin Theory, and then Austin Theory attacked Lumis, and then Lumis beat him with the silencer. So Lumis did win the matchup, and I think Lumis wants the NXT North American Championship from Johnny Gargano. Gargano's running around like a scalded dog. Mackenzie Mitchell was about to interview William Regal about the main event match to happen, but Ciampa interrupted Mackenzie, saying, if you ask, I heard that Timothy Thatcher's been taken out, you can ask, where's Alexander Wolf? Adam Cole rise of the CWC. Adam Cole came out to address Kyle O'Reilly. Regal and O'Reilly interrupted Adam Cole, and then but it gets even wilder than that later on in the night. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Sachi Blackheart and Ember Moon. But the Robert Stone brand team of Jesse Kaman and Aaliyah interrupted them and challenged them to a match. And that match is happening next week. Jordan Devlin, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, in my opinion, the legit Cruiserweight Champion. He was a legit Cruiserweight Champion until the pandemic happened. So that's why they had to have an interim Cruiserweight Champion. Finally arrived to confront Escobar. Beforehand, Legado del Fantasma took on Breezango. Legado del Fantasma won the matchup, which was chicanery. Jordan Devlin comes out, confronts Escobar. Then Jordan Devlin headbutts Escobar. Loving it right now. I'm loving it. Mackenzie Mitchell went to go interview Adam Cole. Adam Cole says, I'm not going to wait for this. I got to go confront Kyle O'Reilly. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And finally, the new Japanese wrestling Joshi sensation, Sarai, the Warrior of the Sun. She is heading to NXT. She was signed on last year, but she was unable to come to the States because of the global pandemic. But now, finally, when things starting to get lifted up a little bit, starting to ease up a little bit, it is. So she is on her way. She's already there now. She's really excited. So Sarai will be heading. Sarai will be heading to NXT. Add more to the women's division. Zoe Stark went 1-1 Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai did pick up the victory. Io Shirai arrives with contract in hand, walks by Dakota Kai, hands it to Gonzalez, says sign it. And then she helps up Zoe Stark to the ring. And then William Regal with Mackenzie Mitchell again tried to get a word with William Regal about the cruiserweight confrontation between Devlin and Escobar. Stagehand interrupted Regal, saying something happened. He says you got to come see this. The Grizzled Young Veterans cut a promo on MSK. And then Imperium was attacked by Ciampa before the match, and Marcel Bartel went one-on-one to Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa picked up the victory, but the NXT UK Heavyweight Champion, the longest reigning at 712 days, I might add, arrived at the CWC, and all members of Imperium attacked Ciampa. And then more craziness. Cole and O'Reilly were outside in their vehicles, arrested by the cops. William Regal. If I were William Regal, I would have said, if the cops drop all the charges, I'm putting these two. And he hopes to put, because this matchup would be for an NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. I say put those two guys in a Hell in a Cell match. First time in NXT, put the NXT Hell in a Cell. I want to see it. I want to see Regal Hell in a Cell, man. Hell in a Cell between those two guys, or Fight Pit. Either way, this match cannot be contained. It's something. LA Knight cut a promo for his in-ring debut while Bronson Reed was stalking him. Oh, what's up with that? And then LA Knight went one-on-one with August Gray. LA Knight did pick up the victory, but Bronson Reed came out during the matchup and messed with LA Knight's custom-made coat. I see another matchup for TakeOver. Then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Gonzalez about the contract, and Dakota Kai interrupts her, saying, "We are a tag match. Zoe Stark and Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai." And let's focus on that. So, at Tiansha, that will be Xia Li, Mei Ying, and Boa, cutting a promo that nobody will be standing in their way. I wonder who will be the next target for Tiansha. Maybe when Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro could be a tag match, we'll see Mae Young make her debut in the ring. We will see. And Regal's upset about the Cole and O'Reilly situation. And then they had the main event, the NXT Tag Team Championship. And the match was going pretty good until Karrion Kross attacked Finn Balor, giving Lorcan and Birch the victory. And that's where it ends right there. And then the next day, NXT UK, Nathan Frazer, the new name for Ben Carter, went one-on-one with Ashton Smith, and Nathan Frazer did pick up the victory. Ilya Dragunov decided to issue an apology for his attitude and actions. Sam Gradwell, the guy can't even shut up. And he's challenging, it says no disqualification match. Good idea. I accept. I'm like, the Thunderstorm, Sam Gradwell, and Ilya Dragunov. Can't wait for that matchup. In Isla Dawn, and kind of at a promo, and I think it's going to be a more heelish type persona, giving her nickname the White Witch. No, I think that persona is really kicking in. I think it's going to help Isla Dawn. Possibly another challenger for Kaylee Ray for the championship. Who knows? Johnny Saint then announced that in British Rounds Rules match between Noam Dar and Tyler Bate in 3 weeks in NXT UK Prelude, the Prelude before WrestleMania, and the winner will face 8 Kid for the Heritage Cup. Dani Luna went one-on-one with Meiko Satomura, the final boss. Satomura did pick up the victory and showing respect to Dani Luna. Ginny and Joseph Connors cut a promo on our last week's mixed tag team matchup. And I think Joseph Connor is going one-on-one with Jack Stars. Dani Luna was interviewed after the matchup, but then Andrews and Webster decided to chat with her. Will this be a new alliance being formed between the 3 of them? Walter decided to cut a promo about being the longest reigning NXT UK champion in NXT UK history. So who's going to challenge me? Rampage Brown comes out, wants a title shot. and pushes Walter down. This is going to be fun. And then Zaya Brookside continued to make Mania Sentinel's life miserable, which I like. And then Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan were talking, and then Amir Jordan was questioning Kenny Williams' attitude or actions. But they got a title shot against Pretty Deadly for the belts, so that's going to be fun. Next week, the match will happen. Dragunov versus Gradwell. The Thunderstorm Sam Gradwell. And at NXT UK Prelude, it's going to happen. Walter defends the United Kingdom title. Against Rampage Brown. That's going to be a fun. And then they had the NXT Cruiserweight title match where Trent Seven on the bump made weight. 204 1/2 pounds. Jordan Devlin, Trent Seven, what a matchup. But Devlin did pick up the victory, so will Trent Seven give up on his quest to become a Cruiserweight champion? I don't think so. I think he'll probably trim down a little bit more. I think that's what he probably needs to do. All right, then we got last night, the final before FastLane to SmackDown. The 19th, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair were arguing the gorilla position about the whole situation with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler and Reginald. And so Sasha Banks and Nia Jax fought. Bianca Belair heads to ringside. And then Shayna Baszler got involved, accidentally kicks Nia. Sasha Banks capitalizes on it and wins the matchup. Reginald was busy having a spa day. I'm sure his day off will be over. And then you got Caleb Braxton interviewing Edge about the whole Universal title situation at Fastlane and his match tonight against Jey Uso. Seth Rollins arrives at the Thunderdome, addresses Cesaro. But then Shinsuke Nakamura interrupts Seth Rollins. The two decide to fight it out. Street Profits in a tag match against the Mysterios. Mysterios upset the Street Profits in a great matchup. Alpha Academy arrives at the Thunderdome. Mysterios attack Alpha Academy. And the Mysterios went one-on-one against the Alpha Academy. The Alpha Academy did pick up the victory over the Mysterios, while all that is the tag team champs, Ziggler and Rude. Ziggler and Rude been running their mouths and color commentary along with the Street Profits. So I think they should set up a fatal four-way match because the Street Profits picked up the victory. So did Alpha Academy and so did the Mysterios. I say fatal four-way. Let's do it. Sami Zayn complains to his crew about what's been going on. Interrupted by Ken Owens. Says, are you going to be at ringside? Yeah, I'll be there. Okay, fine. So, a little bit more on that. Daniel Bryan arrives at the Thunderdome, addresses the whole situation, the Universal title, and says he plans on tapping Roman Reigns out. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman arrive. Roman Reigns says, you're not going to tap me out. And then Sami Zayn went one-on-one with King Corbin. Corbin did win the matchup. Sami Zayn loses it, complains to Owens. Owens says, I saw the referee. Owens just was trying to be calm and be the voice of reason of all things. But then he attacked Owens with the haluva kick. Another match at WrestleMania between the two of them. I sense that happening. Big E and Apollo Crews had a sit-down interview, and afterwards, Big E says, I'm not waiting until Sunday. It was for the Intercontinental title, and they brawled all over the Thunderdome. Let me tell you, it's going to be crazy. The official stepped in. Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler fought to a no contest because Natalya and Tamina, I call them the directive, and that's what they are. They the directive. Attacked both competitors. They want to be women's tag team champions. I would not be surprised if that match is happening at WrestleMania. Who knows for sure. The special enforcer matchup with Edge and Jey Uso. The winner will be the special guest and special enforcer for the Universal title match at Fastlane. The two fought, and then all of a sudden, Edge won the match. Then Uso and Reigns both attacked Bryan and Edge. So, because Daniel Bryan got involved in the matchup as well. 205 Live on the same night. On the WWE Network, Ashante Diadonis versus Arya Daivari. Arya Daivari, if you want to look up all-time bonehead plays, or actually, hold up just a second here. I have an idea. Hold up just a second here. This is cool. Okay. Let's see. And my favorites. And okay, and Sign in. That way. Let's see. Alright. Oh. Alright, let me try that again. Hold on. I'm trying to bring my soundboard up. Hold up. Okay, my favorites. Okay. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Now, here we go. A message to Arya Davari.
If you were to look up all-time bonehead plays...
Yeah. Davari had the match won against Asante Diodanis. 1, 2. He hit him with the hammerlock lariat, his finishing maneuver. All of a sudden, 1, 2. He kicked out. Again.
If you were to look up all-time bonehead plays...
And guess what? Asante Diodanis capitalized on it and beat Arya Davari. Hey, Arya Davari, I got a song for you, dude. And it goes a little something like this. Bonehead, bonehead, bonehead. You are such a bonehead. Bonehead, 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 bonehead. You know what I mean? Dummy. That's what you are. Dummy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And then Jake Atlas and Tony Nese had a matchup. And Jake Atlas, after a good fight match, won the match. Very good. And they had a recap of Devlin having a confrontation with Santos Escobar. All right. So, on the next episode, episode 96 of WEML-TV Channel 77, I will give you my FastLane forecast, PTW Wrestling forecast of FastLane. The final stop before WrestleMania, baby. Gotta check it out, man. Gotta check it out. Speaking of vacations, I know I've been complaining about I need a vacation. Hopefully my vacation gets approved by the management team over at the mall. From March 29th to April 2nd will be my first vacation. I'm going to take the week after WrestleMania off as well. It's from work. It's from work. I don't consider any of this work as far as the internet is concerned. It's for fun, entertainment. I figured I'd put in the work for that, and that'll give me a whole opportunity. So I'm excited about that. So it's going to be really, going to be very, very fun. I'm just liking it. Let's see what else will be going on after I make my picks. PTW Wrestling forecast for FastLane. I don't know what the game I will be playing for the Saturday Super Starcade. I'm going to try to figure that out as I go along here. It's going to be a little nuts. It's going to be insane. It's going to be totally unique situation. All right. I will see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless. I'll see you in episode 96. See ya. This is the WEML TV Event Center 22.